Buy Park Place, sell Marvin Gardens, build hotels, collect rents, go to jail. With advanced 16-bit technology, you're in the middle, that's the wrong you're, of the wheeling and dealing action on an animated board that makes the classic real estate game come to life. Action-filled vignettes show the scene as you buy, sell, build, and collect from your opponents. Typos aplenty. The system handles all the accounting for fast action and quick deals. Play a random game or speed things up with a preset scenario. Whether you play alone or challenge human or computer players, your goal is to acquire the most wealth and drive your opponents to financial ruin. It's Monopoly from Sculptured Software and Parker Brothers, released in 1992. Do you know it's part of that Monopoly franchise? Of course it is. And this is just one of many versions of the game that have been released. There's at least a dozen that I could find. Multi-platform versions, the Master System, Game Boy and NES, Windows and Macintosh, the Super Famicom, but not this version. One for the PlayStation, another one for Windows, another one for the N64, another one for Windows, the Macintosh and PSP, one for Windows and mobile, PS2, Xbox and GameCube, another standalone Monopoly game, one for iOS, one by EA Salt Lake. Apparently they have Monopoly Streets, PlayStation 3, Xbox and Wii, Monopoly Plus, and Monopoly for the Nintendo Switch. Holy crap. So, what's the deal about this one? It's probably closest to the 1993 version, which we don't have a lot of information for. So I'm going to go and look at the 1991 version, because if I recall, it plays pretty much like the NES version, which does not look very good. There's a 1993 Monopoly game, which was released in Japan only. That is not this one. The game has very similar graphics and gameplay to the board game it's based on, with various physical tasks being replaced by automation and digital representation. Earl Green of All Game deemed it one of the better translations of the Monopoly board game due to it capturing the visual essence of its source material. Just Games Retro argued that the game solved various problems of the board game, including it being too long, too fiddly, requiring a certain number of human players, and requiring the entire game to be finished in one sitting, noting that the gameplay is streamlined due to the digitization, trying to talk too fast, of many aspects like banking. I'll never be the Hot Wheels guy. Pocket Magazine deemed it faithful to the original while praising the gameplay, graphics, and sound, though noted the shortness of rounds. Sega 16 noted it has the fun of Monopoly without the tedium of setting it up and packing away the pieces. Game Cola, who the heck are you? Liked the game, though wished it had slightly better AI that could accommodate more players and allowed for more customization of gameplay. IGN wrote that it was a good game for solitary play, but not for human multiplayer. Entertainment Weekly gave it a C- and wrote that the computerized opponents took 10 to 15 seconds to make their moves, which made the game rather slow. My only complaint with the computer in this game is that it always wants to wheel and deal with you, and it never accepts your offers. Jerks. I like Monopoly. Monopoly was one of my favorite games as a kid. I liked math, which was weird, I guess, so getting to play with the numbers and all that was really fun to me. And I can remember having day-long Monopoly games when I was in elementary school. Just out on the front porch, we'd set up a game board and just play till we got bored, leave it, come back and go. It was kind of nice. I had a good time with that. What else can I tell you? The game looks good. It plays just like Monopoly. There are things that it does that do make it more fun than playing physical Monopoly. There are things that it does do that don't make physical Monopoly as fun, and I think partly because nobody really follows the Monopoly rules down to a T. There's regional rules, like free parking, and you put money in the middle for this thing or that thing, and it's all just out the door. I could do without the deals. I could do without the auctions happening so much. But other than that, I think this is fine.